When we talk about emotions, it's easy to imagine them as these hidden pieces of ourselves, like that part of us we don't fully understand or maybe even fear. Think of them as a wild horse that's been caged up for years. One day, you finally decide to let that horse out, but you release it right there in your living room. What do you think will happen? It'll panic, it'll break things, crash into walls, and cause chaos. And that's exactly how our emotions act when we've suppressed them for too long. But now imagine you set that same horse free, only this time you release it in an open field. The horse sprints, running as far as it can, almost as if it's terrified of ever being confined again. Eventually, though, it stops, and something beautiful happens. It turns back and it looks at you. That horse, that wildness, that's your anger, your frustration, your pain, but it's also your energy, and it's waiting for you to come closer, to make peace with it. When I think about my own journey, this metaphor becomes more than just words. I used to feel like I was trying to cage parts of myself, to please others, to fit into roles others chose for me. Over time, those pieces grew heavy, like wings cut and locked away in a dark chest somewhere deep inside. I'd almost forgotten they were even there. But when you finally allow yourself to open up, to really look at what you've hidden, it's powerful, and yes, sometimes it's terrifying. I remember this moment vividly, as if it happened just yesterday. In my mind, I saw myself walking toward a dark, damp cave. The air grew heavy, almost suffocating. I knew I was about to face something from deep within me. When I reached the end of the cave, I found this chest, old, dusty, and locked away from sight. Something told me to drag it out into the sunlight. The moment I opened it, a wave of putrid air hit me. Inside, I found severed wings, almost unrecognizable, rotting away, a reminder of something once beautiful and powerful that I had hidden from the world. Those wings, they were my own. They were all the parts of me I had silenced or ignored because I thought they weren't worthy or because they didn't fit the image of who others wanted me to be. That's when it hit me. Those wings were my creativity, my ambition, and my freedom. But here's the thing, when I laid them out in the sunlight, when I allowed myself to look at them, I began to heal. Slowly, those wings, my creativity and drive, started to regain some life. They weren't the same as before. Scars remained, but they were mine. When we let our emotions run wild in a safe space, when we face the pieces of ourselves we've tried to cage, we start to reunify. It's not about perfection or fitting into someone else's mold. It's about seeing yourself completely, even the parts that scare you. For me, this process taught me that those wings, those emotions, didn't make me weak. They were my strength, even if they didn't look the way I'd imagined. It was in reuniting with them that I found my true power. And I think about all the people I've wanted to help, the ones I've tried to free. I had this vision once of people I love, each of them chained in a dark room. I tried to break their chains, thinking I was helping them. But when I looked into their eyes, I saw pain, not relief. I realized that those chains had become a part of them, just like my wings had once been hidden from me. You can't force someone to break free if they aren't ready. They have to want it. They have to be willing to face what lies within. So if you're out there and you feel like parts of yourself have been caged up for too long, I'm here to tell you, set them free. But don't trap them in a new cage. Let them breathe. Let them heal in the light. And then when you're ready, learn to ride that wild horse, that energy inside you. Your anger, your creativity, your pain, they're all part of you. They don't have to hold you back. They can lift you up. When you make peace with them, you'll find a strength you didn't know was possible. So today I ask you, are you ready to take that journey? Are you ready to make peace with the parts of yourself you've kept hidden? Because only then can you truly be free.